So you want to talk about the race?
Yeah.
What was the good bits or the bad bits?
There was quite a lot of both, I think, weren't there? It was good start.
Great start. Because you basically put Rupert in your crosshairs, and that's all you were focused on, it seemed. And it turned out well.
No, I don't know if that is exactly what happened. I think Rupert just put himself right there, so we had to go round him.
Yeah.
So we managed to get round Rupert. We had a very close tussle with him.
But getting 2 boat lengths and some clear air off the start line in a race like this just changes your first afternoon.
That was good. And then I'll tell you, I reckon one of the hardest parts though was that it was the first afternoon when we got out of the heads, and we went a bit harder than the rest of the fleet, and we had a good lead, but we just parked up. We weren't as far left as Smuggler. So we were doing 1 knot, 1.5 knots for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours, which was exhausting. And then all the J99s and the other 2-handers went low and ran. So when we came out of that, I think we were, 3 miles behind the nearest J99. So we were out the back door at that point. And that was, then it started getting dark.
But that first night, we got set up, I think, to our credit, we got set up really early and planned for that. And we got the most out of that big breeze. That was our real moment.
Good
and we didn't do anything too radical. We just got the boat going, got up and boogied.
What was the so if you're going so after that, like that first 24 hours, what was your highlight and what was your hardest moment?
The highlight was absolute champagne sailing, bright moon. We were sitting on 10. I think I might have just seen a 16. I think you probably had a few more of those. So we were absolutely booging, bright sun, moon, whales, dolphins. It was absolutely spectacular. The low light, not putting the shackle on the asymmetric properly and hoisting it.
Oh God, that's so tight.
That's a bit of a schoolboy error, that one.
Oh, it was unlucky. So we just for context, we had that tough afternoon. We were knackered. And the breeze was starting to build, so we had to peel the kites. So we dropped one, put the A3 up, hoisted it, and I pulled on the sheet, and it kept coming. And the shackle was beautifully done up, just not attached to the spinnaker.
Yeah.
So then we thought, oh, that's right. We'll just drop it on the foredeck and put the shackle on. So we lowered it down. Just then the breeze filled in. So now we've got then the spinnaker fell in the water, so we couldn't hold on to it. So now we've got half the spinnaker in the water, half in the air. So we had to get the whole thing down the fore hatch, start the whole process again.
Yeah.
Put a jib up. Well, I think we had a jib up. No, we had to put a jib back up, didn't we? So we dropped that. And that was exhausting. So that was after we just got the thumping from everyone in the afternoon.
Yeah.
That was tough, that point.
That was day one. And then, I think, you had prepped a lot for this race and had a lot of conversations and thinking around what our plan would be in different conditions. And so we were never on a corner. We had a plan for each moment. We didn't execute all of it perfectly, but generally speaking, the strategy for the race obviously worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it was tricky because there was and Clouds picked up on this at the when we in his notes that he was giving out before and in the chats we had, like that transition from the southeasterly sort of gentle sea breeze to the land breeze at night, and then again at sort of 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock every day was really significant. Getting that, so you had to go off.
It was the race, really, wasn't it?
Get back on.
I mean, and
crazy passing lanes though. You got 2 passing opportunities a day, or opportunities or threats if you got it wrong.
And to pat ourselves on the back, not that we discussed it, but to not be greedy at the time, like to stay offshore a bit too long and get stuck, or stay inshore and not force yourself into the transition. Yeah. When you're cracking along and going well, to actually diligently say, right, no, we've got to get back in now. Enough's enough.
So this is your first. We did last summer together training, so it's probably a year of getting to this point of sailing together.
Yeah.
this is the first really long offshore on a J99. You've obviously done lots of offshore sailing, generally on bigger boats. How did you find sailing on this boat for that race?
I mean, the boat's fantastic. I mean, you've done so much on this boat that everything has been worked and reworked. No, but I mean, it's just like the systems work away for a reason, and they've been tried and tested. So we didn't have any breakages. We knew where everything was. There's a lot more space when there's only two of you on the boat to get around. You're not climbing over each other. But as far as a first longer double-handed race, it's hard work. I think I had probably had one dark moment. Second night, I was tired, getting really frustrated in that light wind.
Oh, yeah, that was tricky.
Getting angry with myself, and you just got to get out of that headspace when it creeps up on you.
That's when we had three boats within about 3 boat lengths of each other.
And one of them was Rupert.
Rupert was behind. He was about a quarter of a mile back. And then we had Supernova and Ariel almost bumping into each other.
Yeah.
Like almost touch each other. And then Rupert joined the mix.
No wind, and we were all jostling over each other. That's dinghy sailing. That's dinghy match racing, but at 1 in the morning with big boats.
It was funny. So chatting with Greg last night, so Rupert's co-skipper, and he was steering at that point, and it was a funny story he was telling about that they came around us with the Kodo, and he's like, there was just no way you were going to get underneath, like get over the top of us. Whatever you did, I was going to come up. And then he said we got away, and I just worked out that, I think this is the moment, you having your dark moment.
Yeah.
He'd worked out that the gas off his Kodo was just perfectly coming onto our sails, which explains why that part was, because there's only about 3 knots of breeze, and quite easy to take that away from you.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's good as well about the double-handers, hey, that you had that exposure to the community where it's on for young and old on the track.
Hugely competitive.
You can have a good joke about it in the bar afterwards.
Yeah, but I just don't think you can be too prepared when you're going out double-handed. I mean, everything has got to be absolutely right before you leave the dock, and you can't leave anything to chance.
No,
because it'll bite you. Look, I'm sounding like I know what I'm talking about. Still got lots to learn, but it's a great way to go sailing.
Well, you get to do a lot of sailing, don't you? I think that's what's quite fun. Like you're either helming or you're trimming or you're doing the nav or you're doing all 3 at once and doing a sail change.
Yeah.
So you But if stuff goes wrong, I think that's one of the big things I've learned over the years with two-handed. It's avoiding the mistakes as much as it's about going fast, being in the right place. It's making sure things don't go wrong, because it takes so much longer to rectify a problem.
Totally.
Just 2 of you.
And we had our problems though. I mean, we wrapped a chute.
Oh yeah, talk us through last night, Nadi. That was a highlight, wasn't it?
So I was on watch.
What time was this?
We were probably 5 hours from the finish.
Yeah.
We were chipping away some time off back to black. We still had to take an hour out of them, but we were chipping away, and that was our aim, obviously, at that point. And anyway,
100% was our aim.
100% was our aim, and I put the boat on autopilot and just went forward to change the trim, and wave caught us. I think autopilot didn't react quickly enough. The main floated in, main sheet got tangled around the tiller, and tightened up, and then autopilot couldn't drive, started luffing us into a circle, and we got an asymmetric. No, we had a spinnaker up, and before we know it, I'm trying to untangle the main sheet, not looking forward, and before we know it, I'm shouting, "Jules, I need you," and come up, and then the spinnaker was wrapped. And look,
The spinnaker the S2 was tightly coiled
3 or 4 times around. And look, that was a time where the first thing that goes in your mind is, we're so close to the finishing line, we've done really well, we're about to chuck the whole thing, you know, in the water, in the bin. But we.
Yeah, the focus shifted there from trying to catch back to black to defending third to getting back to second.
Yeah. So that was difficult. But we stopped. We thought. We put the boat on course. Worked out, chatted through what our options were. Tried a few things. They didn't work.
Spinnaker still up in the air.
By the third plan, it started working, and we got it done. Regrouped and got going, and you just got to move on at that point. You can't dwell on the problem at the time. We'll debrief about it, but you know, we were straight back to sailing because we had to.
We had a good chat actually. I remember because that was the boat. You could just feel the anxiety at that point because the stress of we've sailed 360 of the 384 miles, and we potentially stuffed it up here.
Yes.
And you could feel the anxiety, but I think we did a really good job of just going, right, we'll just park that. We just got to get through it.
Yeah.
No shouting, no finger pointing, just deal with it. And there's no fingers to point. Like, it was just the autopilot having a brain freeze, and it's never about finger pointing. But we got through
something's always going to go wrong.
That's right. We all make mistakes.
But you can't go offshore and be highly competitive, pushing the limits and not. Yeah. Something is going to go wrong.
Yeah, I really appreciated that moment. I think because we got through it. We acknowledged it was rubbish. We both felt rubbish about it, but we didn't focus on the issue. We focused on what we're going to do afterwards.
Yeah, and I mean, other than that, I think it was glorious sailing. I mean, we had some wonderful bright blue sky, following seas, whales, dolphins.
We had a following current at tacking point. Because old Mr. Cook took a week or something to tack his ship around it in the southerly flow, and we actually had, I think, half a knot with us.
I mean, we're both English, and English
I was
English. I mean, we're both Australian now, but we grew up sailing in England.
It's important that we get that on the record books.
Absolutely.
Identify us Australian.
Winter sailing for us was, Plymouth, doing youth training, dark, grey, chipping ice off the boat. Yeah. Winter sailing here was just beautiful out there.
We did have that moment. I remember saying, just a thought for everyone back in England. It was 22 degrees. We're in shorts. It's middle of the day in the middle of winter. I was like, this is pretty good. It's pretty different to what we grew up with.
Yeah, very, very lucky to be out there.
But I remember after as a kid, you go and have a shower, and you really want to get in the shower because you want to warm up, but you're dreading the moment where the blood comes back into your fingers.
We used to just stand in our dry suits.
Where you're like,
None of that. Yeah. Anyway, it was really great. Really great.
Yeah, well done, mate. I really enjoyed it.
Well sailed.
Well done.